Today we're going to talk about explicit knowledge. We're going to talk about what it is and the different forms that can be applied in an organization. Whether it is people retiring or just moving on to somewhere else, there's going to be people coming and going. It's inevitable, which is why it is so important to share knowledge amongst your staff. Retaining that specialized knowledge after an employee leaves is essential to allow the business to continually grow. There are two different types of knowledge sharing that can be used to do this: tacit and explicit. Tacit is a little more complex. Tacit is that instinctive, intuitive knowledge an employee gets from pure experience of doing the job, like how to handle specific difficult customers or knowing easier methods for stocking product. Explicit knowledge is that hard-coded knowledge which is procedural and can be read through documentation or job aids. There are many ways to help get explicit knowledge to newer employees. A good way to start getting that hard-coded knowledge shared amongst staff is to create documentation and job aids on all processes and procedures for each position. This will help new employees transition into their position better because they will be able to reference documented materials that show how to operate your equipment or manage daily duties for their job. Another useful tool is process mapping. This is basically an illustration that shows a task or a sequence of events that can be used to gain a clear understanding of a process, project, or task. Classroom training, external or internal, is a valuable option to use when trying to strengthen employees' explicit knowledge. The more experienced your employees are at their job, the more efficient they will be. There are plenty of ways of how to retain that explicit knowledge for a distributor. Find out the best ways that work for you and start implementing them in your workflow.